هل تعتقدوا في مؤامرة ضدنا؟ وإيش في مؤامرة؟
بالنسبة لمفهوم المؤامرة طبعا العقل العربي دائما يعني انه عنده اشكالية انه في مؤامرة عليه.
So the Arab mind always thinks that there's a conspiracy against them.
سواء يعني في اي بلد بغض النظر اذا
In any
فلسطين او
country,
لا
whether
اي
it's in
بلد
Palestine
عربي.
or if it's not in Palestine.
دائما عند العقل العربي انه في
In the Arab
مؤامرة
mind, there's always a
في ناس
conspiracy,
من جميع
and there are people who are grouped together who want to be against them.
بس برضو يعني مننكرش انه طبعا شعبنا الفلسطيني بيعاني من
But we do not deny
المؤامرة
that
طبعا
our
من
Palestinian
الاحتلال
people
الاسرائيلي بيعاني
is suffering
من الحكومة الامريكية مش نحكي الشعب الامريكي
from the Israeli government and from the Israeli occupation, and from the American government. We're not going to see from the American people.
أكثر دليل على هذا طبعا إنه كلام أو قرار ترامب الأخير اللي طلع وتحيزه الكامل لإسرائيل يعني.
Okay, so
and his complete bias to Israel.
When he says conspiracy, though, he recognizes that likely what they say is not true, whatever the conspiracy
هلا
is.
معناها لما أنت تحكي مؤامرة معناها أنت بتعتقد أو بتفكر إنه هذا الشيء مش صح. هل بتآمن إنه في مؤامرة يعني بالك هذا الشيء مزبوط؟
حسب ما أنا شايف يعني إنه نعم
According to what I see, yes.
في مؤامرة من
Yes, true or not true?
As I can see, there is a conspiracy.
Oh, there is a conspiracy.
على
Okay.
مدار التاريخ موجود يعني والاتفاقيات من 1948 من نكبتنا لحد وقتنا هذا
until our time right now.
مبين من اتفاقيات الولايات المتحدة من
اتفاقيات
العالم من حدود دولنا سواء حتى العربية يعني
and from other nations and how they have failed to help us, and even from the Arabs how they failed to help us, and they
يعني الكل خذل قضيتنا
they all
الفلسطينية
failed our Palestinian cause.
واحنا حاليا لوحدنا
We are right
في مواجهة
now
هذا الاحتلال
alone
يعني.
to face this occupation.
So give me an example of how the Arab governments conspired against Palestinians.
تعطيني مثال عن كيف الحكومات العربية تآمرت على الفلسطينيين.
أول شيء مش إنها تآمرت يعني بس إنها
First of all, it's
خذلت
not that they conspired against us, but they
أو
failed us.
ما وقفت
And they
يعني
didn't-
موقف
they didn't-
ممتاز مع القضية
They
الفلسطينية.
didn't have an excellent stance or didn't stand with the Palestinian cause.
أكثر دليل له اتفاقياتها مع الاحتلال
The biggest evidence is their agreements with the occupation.
حاليا يعني قضيتنا بتمر بدناش نحكي بس إنه أموال وكل قضيتنا إنها بس مادية لا
I don't
طبعا
want to say that all our cause is about money or material, but
حتى
also
يعني الدعم المادي الدعم المعنوي حتى
financial and moral support
من دولنا العربية هو
from our
ناقص يعني
Arab
ومش
countries
مش
is
المطلوب
lacking,
يعني.
and it's not what we want. It's not what we need.
Okay.
هل في كثير مؤامرات بتصير في فلسطين؟
أكيد.
Of course.
Like, what are the? Give an example of
أعطينا
conspiracy.
مثال عن مؤامرة.
سياسية
Politics and political conspiracies.
Palestinian political conspiracies or foreign?
سياسة مؤامرات سياسية فلسطينية ولا مؤامرات سياسية خارجية دولية؟
في خارجية وفي داخلية.
There's internal and also foreign.
Can she give me an example she's comfortable giving?
ممكن تعطونا مثال عن أي واحدة منهم؟
احنا بالنسبه للشعب الفلسطيني يعني بعتبر اي شيء بيصير عليه مؤامره.
Us Palestinians consider anything that happens against us as a conspiracy.
يعني حتى الاتفاقيات اللي بتصير
Even the agreements and accords that happen, political ones, to us we consider them as conspiracies.
Against, meaning.
ضدنا؟ ضد الفلسطينيين? Yes, of course.
Can a conspiracy ever be something positive that happens to Palestinians? Yeah.
هل ممكن يكون في مؤامرة تكون إيجابية أو يكون واقعها إيجابي على الفلسطينيين؟
مؤامره ايجابيه.
هل في شيء لصالح فلسطين عم بيصير برأيكم؟ No.
No.
I don't think so.
So, conspiracy. You're going to give me an example of a conspiracy that you know of.
Products that they provide Palestinians are much way like low quality and products that they provide Israel is way much. They do have much better quality to Israelis, better than Palestinians.
Okay. And these products we're talking about Israeli products?
Yeah, like
give an example. Milk?
Milk, milk. Juices, like we found a lot of juice in our market, in the Palestinian market, that do have a lot of bad things in the juice, expired dates or some I don't know, bugs in it.
Okay, and those are the Israeli products you're talking about.
Exactly, yes.
But still, I keep hearing from people saying that Israeli products are better than Palestinian products. So what's in the Palestinian products?
Actually, that's only a thought,
Okay.
and that's only what they want us to believe. But we have a lot of good Palestinian products that are in the market, but it's just only what the Israelis want us to think about our products.
Okay, just for benefit of the viewer, first of all, I hear that from Palestinians. I've never heard it from Israelis. Second, I also did a taste test. I brought home Palestinian milk, and I have the Israeli milk, and I liked the Palestinian milk better, actually, by taste.
Exactly.
It was a bit thicker, and I really liked it. So
Exactly.
I have to admit, and I'll be honest about that.
And yeah, people, they should try first the Palestinian products, then they have the right to judge. But saying that without trying the Palestinian product is just wrong.
سؤال بحكي هل في كثير مؤامرات في فلسطين؟
كثير.
Yes, there's a lot.
So give me an example of.
تعطيني مثال عن المؤامرات؟
مثلا زي صفقة القرن.
Like the deal of the century.
Oh, the Trump deal.
Yes.
هذه صفقة القرن، هذه مؤامرة على الشعب الفلسطيني لتصفية الفلسطينيين واللاجئين وحق العفو.
لتصفيتهم.
لتصفية.
This deal is to get rid of the refugees, the right of return, and the Palestinians. So.
Okay, but that's not a conspiracy. That's just the international community.
بس هاي مش مؤامرة، هذا المجتمع الدولي بده يعمل هيك.
هذا مجتمع دولي. هذا مش مجتمع دولي، هذا مجتمع محمد سلمان بن سعود آل سعود.
This isn't really the international community. This is Mohammed bin Salman, the Saudi king, trying to do this. This isn't the international community.
Okay.
سؤال بحكي بتعرف شو يعني نظرية مؤامرة؟
نظرية مؤامرة؟
بتعرف شو
What
يعني
is it?
يعني بتآمروا علينا.
Yes, it means that they are conspiring against us.
Can you give me an example?
Of a conspiracy against us or in
Yes.
general?
Against Palestinians.
طب ممكن تعطيني مثال عن مؤامرة ضد الفلسطينيين؟
مؤامرة أوسلو.
The Oslo conspiracy.
How was that a conspiracy?
كيف هي مؤامرة كانت؟
والله ما بعرف، أنا ماليش في
I don't know really
السياسة.
exactly. I'm not very much into politics, but I know that it was a conspiracy. Okay.
There's a lot of
السؤال هو،
conspiracy happen against Palestinians.
هل برأيك في كثير مؤامرات ضد الفلسطينيين؟
في كثير مؤامرات ضد الفلسطينيين واحنا بنعاني من الشغلات
There
هاي.
are many conspiracies
بالنسبة
against the Palestinians and we suffer from them.
بالنسبة للقدس وغير القدس يعني وين ما كان مش ماخذين حريتنا ولا
Regarding
عارفين
Jerusalem and
نتحرك
other
ولا
than
عارفين
Jerusalem,
نسوي شيء.
we cannot move around and we don't know how to move around.
Give me an example of a conspiracy.
أعطينا مثال عن مؤامرة.
احنا ناس كثير متضررين من الوضع الحالي في البلد.
الأسواق ومش أسواق. One of the many people who are suffering from this. Why are you talking about that? Talk about the wall, the racist wall that has displaced all of the nations.
From the side. Yep.
وهلا احنا الجدار هذا مأثر علينا بكثير شغلات. يعني بخلوش الناس تيجي عنا ولا نطلع ولا ندخل ولا نيجي.
Come to us. It doesn't allow us to go to other people. Doesn't allow us to move around.
How is that? How do you translate the word mu'amara? How do you translate
Mu'amara,
that? Yeah.
conspiracy.
But that's not a conspiracy. That's a political event that occurred.
الجدار مش مؤامرة. هاي شغلة سياسية وحصلت.
مزبوط. بس هلا انت على اي مؤامرة تحكي؟ في كثير مؤامرات على
There are many conspiracies. Which one are you talking about?
قصدك تشريد اللاجئين كمان مرة نطلع من بلادنا.
Do you maybe perhaps displacing the refugees and us leaving our country?
So does that imply that there was a plan to do it way before it happened? That's what he means?
هل انت قصدك انه كان في خطة من زمان انه هذا الشيء يصير؟ انهم يشردوا الناس ويقسموا البلد؟
من زمان هذا الاشي اصلا صاير وفي بالهم انهم قبل ما يدخلوا على البلاد انهم يسووا الاشي هذا. بدهم البلد القديمة لهم لشخص.
تعاون العرب.
This has been planned long ago and it has happened and from the side with the cooperation of the Arabs.
So it was all planned for what purpose?
طيب كل هذا الاشي تم تخطيطه لأي هدف؟
الهدف انهم يطلعونا من الاقصى وانهم ما يخلوناش نقرب عليها اساس الهيكل تبعهم.
الأقصى and to not allow us to go near it so they can have their temple.
بيدعوا انه في هيكل بس ما في هيكل في الاقصى.
They claim that there is a temple but there is none.
بعدين بخلوا الناس تعاني من الشغلات هاي اللي تطلع لحالها.
And they make people suffer so that people will just give up and leave by themselves.
Okay, so that's the conspiracy to make Palestinians leave.
نعم هاي المؤامرة.
احنا تهجرنا هجرة.
We were displaced and we were
48.
forced to migrate in 1948.
أنا الأصل من بيت نتيف.
بيت
نتيف.
I am originally from بيت نتيف.
احنا تهجرنا، أجدادنا تهجروا من بيت نتيف، اللي ظل في بيت لحم ظل، واللي طلع الأردن وطلع على
Were
سوريا.
displaced from there, and some of them came here. Some went to Jordan, to Syria.
So it wasn't just because there was a war, it was all planned as a way to get rid of Palestinians. That's
So
what his claim is.
هذا مش بس عشان الحرب اللي صار في لاجئين، هذا كله تم التخطيط له عشان يتخلصوا من الفلسطينيين.
نعم صحيح.
Yes, correct.
نعم صحيح.
والحين الأيام هذه نفس الشيء.
And in these days, in the present days, it's the same thing.
بزيدوا الضرائب على الناس والأرنونة مش أرنونة مشان يتكسروا مشان ما يقدروش يدفعوا ويقسطوا.
So they cannot be able to pay and not be able to pay installments.
Oh, we're talking about in Jerusalem?
Yes.
So in Jerusalem, they increased the municipal taxes so people will leave.
Yes, and then.
But then why don't the Jews have the same taxes?
Then living conditions would be very difficult. بس اليهود عليهم نفس الضرائب.
لا ما عليهم نفس الضرائب.
No, it's not the same taxes that they have.
They have less taxes.
بس على تبعين الساكنين في محلات القدس والساكنين في القدس داخليا يعني بالنسبة
برا الجدار. We're talking about the taxes that people who have stores inside the old city of Jerusalem and who live inside the old city of Jerusalem.
But the Jews also live in the old city, some. So they're saying that the taxes are different. They pay the same thing, as far as I know.
حد علمه اليهود اللي ساكنين داخل أسوار القدس بدفعوا نفس الضرائب ونفس الأرنونات.
بدفعوا نفس الضرائب ونفس الأرنونات بس مش بالثمن اللي بندفعه إحنا.
They do, but not in the same price or in the same way that we do. Palestinians do.
I mean, Palestinians pay more. That's what I'm trying to ask.
يعني الفلسطينيين بدفعوا أكثر.
الفلسطينيين بدفعوا أكثر طبعا.
Yes, Palestinians do pay more.
مثلا بالنسبة للكهرباء اللي بتجي مثلا بيجي مثلا عند اليهود ما يستحيل تجي أكثر من 500 شيكل، احنا تجينا 2000 و3000 2500 و1500 بس كهرباء غير المي.
Electricity bills, their electricity bills, the electricity bill of the Jews would not exceed 500 shekels, but for Palestinians and Arabs it would be 1,000 and sometimes 2,000 shekels.
I notice there are a lot of conspiracy theories in Palestine. Do you know what a conspiracy theory is?
Not really.
نظريات مؤامرة. نظريات مؤامرة. هل بتحس إنه فعلاً في نظريات مؤامرة هون في فلسطين ضدنا؟
So can you give an example of something?
Yes, but from whom you mean? Internally or externally?
Either. You give me an example.
بتحس إنه
Well, I think I do feel that there is this.
That there are a lot of people. Explain what this is. What is this?
What we can see from the last situation, from the Trump decisions about Jerusalem, we think there was a kind of game between some of the Arab countries and even some Palestinian, I don't want to say leaders, but say some from the Palestinian Authority maybe.
For what ends? For why?
Ends of having a solution based as what the American and Israeli want for the Palestinian problem.
Okay. Okay. Can you give another example, a different example that's not something that happens more day to day here?
Sometimes I see something local, let's say, for our situation, but not I can't say exactly in details. But you'll find this sometimes if somebody hates someone and he works in the security or whatever, he can do something for him and take him without any reason.
So let's say if somebody doesn't like you, your neighbor doesn't like you.
Maybe
he works for security.
Or works and even for civilian institution. Maybe he can just make it. For example, even in municipality, if somebody hate me, maybe at least he will make it. He will make this my needs longer than what it is.
Okay. So people are working behind the scenes to make things difficult for you. So there is a lot of conspiracy theories in Palestinian society. Do you think that's true? That's something people watch and think.
Anything you can't read about, you don't know about, then your mind goes into conspiracy.
Okay. So why do Palestinians have more conspiracy theories than, let's say, Americans?
Because they don't know.
Okay.
They need to know. When they don't know, they put the conspiracy.
So, but why don't they know? We have the internet today. How could they not know?
No. The reason behind what's going on.
Okay.
This is what they don't know.
Okay.
I mean, what happens, they know it, but why?
Okay.
What's behind it, they don't know.
Okay, and where do you think they could search for the truth?
I don't know.
Okay.
If you can find it.
I don't know either. No. But do you think there is a way to get to the truth, to understand the truth?
If there is a way, it could only be through personal relations.
Okay.
Which is sad. Which is very sad.
Why is that sad?
Because you don't always have contact
True.
with these people.
Okay. So you're saying, okay, I'll give an example. Let's try an example. So there's a lot of conspiracy about what Israelis are doing, or what Jews are doing. So would it be a good idea for them to ask them, is this true, is this not true? Is that a good idea?
I think they are less concerned about what the Israelis are doing than about their own people.
Interesting. Okay, and that's harder to do. You can't ask the politicians. They're not going to tell you the truth.
Yes.
So
everywhere in the world.
That's true, yes.
In some countries, it eventually shows.
True.
Yeah. In other countries...
Thanks guys for watching. Remember to like the video and subscribe. Guys, I pay for these videos out of my own pocket with some help from you guys, so people who donate money. Please go into the description below, donate what you can. It'll help me get further and create more videos. Thanks.